Welcome to the TV5 Vault, everyone. I'm Blake Keller. One of the biggest events in mid-Michigan during the late 1970s and 80s was the Friendship Games between Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario and Saginaw. In this edition of the TV5 Vault, we go back to 1987, where TV5's Eric Gila takes us to the closing ceremonies.
Wet weather forced the closing ceremonies for the Friendship Games indoors to the gym at Arthur Hill High School. During a brief closing ceremonies, thank yous and goodbyes were exchanged by officials from Saginaw and the Sioux. The ceremony's high point was an emotional sing-along that echoed the weekend's good-natured competition. And it goes without saying that whether they were hosts or guests, everyone involved in the games had a great time. Are you ready to play again next year?
Yes. And I want to win, too.
I'm going to write the first letter.
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I'm probably going to write it once I get home.
Hey, how'd your team do?
Well, they beat us.
But that doesn't matter, does it?
No.
We became good friends. They showed me the traditions and all that, like how they dress, and I like it.
Was it your first year?
Yeah, it's my first year.
You're here regular now?
Yeah.
And then it was time for even more goodbyes, most of them from families like Mike Manley's. Their families hosted Canadian youngsters for several years now.
We showed them everything we could. We took them to the mall. That's the first place they wanted to go. We tried to get into the movies Friday night and couldn't. We ended up going to the dance last night at the Civic Center. We took them miniature golfing, and the three boys were mostly interested in other girls. They said Saginaw has the most beautiful girls they've ever seen.
Well, we just had to check that out. What about the girls in Saginaw? What did you think of the boys in Saginaw? And as the buses finally pulled out this afternoon, Games General Chairman James Summerfield is already looking ahead to next year.
It's a big relief when you see the buses loaded and all the kids on their way back home again, but it's sad also because the friendships that you gain through the years with all these folks, and now you see them, they're leaving for a year, but we'll be back up there next year.
Well, an event like this and the community spirit that it represents somehow just doesn't show up in a Money magazine ranking of places to live. For 2,000 people, this was the place to be this weekend. Eric Gila at the 10th Annual Friendship Games in Saginaw.
Very nice. A very young Eric Gila there as well. And that is also the beauty of our old footage. That's why I love this segment so much. We love to see it. If you have any memories of the Friendship Games between Saginaw and Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, please comment below. And also, if you remember a story from the past that you want to see, let us know and we'll try to find it. Thanks again for watching this edition of the TV5 Vaults. I'm Blake Keller. Until next time.